Welcome to your brand new $3.2 million home, $500,000 in the bank, and all it cost you was $100. Sounds pretty good, hey? But is this charity disguised as gambling or gambling disguised as charity? I don't know what it is about this whole competition. Maybe it's just the fact that I've never gone in it, and even if I did, I wouldn't get anything. But it just makes me feel uneasy. Let's have a look at your chances of winning. 227,000 tickets will be sold, assuming they sell out, which they normally do. So they've figured out the probability of failure to make sure it can be a 1 in 15 draw. So 1 in 15 is what it is. Well, there's a good chance that you'll lose. Chance of success, 0.0666652% of getting a winning ticket. But hey, $100 a ticket, which means there are 15,662 prize draws, or eligible prizes to be won in this competition. What are those prizes? We've got the $3.2 million home and $500,000 in the bank. You got a $1.7 million home and $25,000 in the bank. Bonus draw of a Mercedes-Benz, $1 million if you're in early. Oh, they also have a Lexus, a Jaguar, a BMW, a Land Rover, an Audi, a Mini Cooper. Some great Australian getaways, which you may not be able to get away to, depending on coronavirus at the point in time. Broome, Hayman Island, Cradle Valley, Outback Adventure, Canberra, Luxury Retreats, Kangaroo Island. There's a kayak up for grabs. There's a TV, 55-inch, 2 iPhone 11 Pros, 3 Roombas, yes, 2 Weber Family Q barbecues, 1 Baby Q Weber, Microsoft Surface Pro, a couple of those, Dyson hot cool fan heaters, bunch of Kangaroo Island safari passes, 5 AirPods. You'd think there'd be more of those. One of these bad boys, Fitbit Charge 4, 14 UE booms, 3,000 packs of South Australian mixed wine, and then we come to my favourite part, the $100 gift cards, because you spent $100 to get a ticket in this lottery, and you're getting back $100, but now you can only spend it at Bunnings, or Drake's, or The Good Guys, or Hague's, Kathmandu, or Maya, or Wish. What do they do? I don't know. A bunch of different things. So, is that all our prizes? I also found this little tidbit which I found interesting. What happens to unclaimed prizes? Well, in the event that a prize is unclaimed for 3 months after and attempts have been made to contact the winner, the Hospital Research Foundation will present the list of unclaimed offers, blah, 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 and they will keep them for future endeavours with the foundation. So if we can't get rid of the prize, we'll just keep it. Use it again, recycle it. You'd think that if you actually spent $100 on a ticket and you won anything, you'd probably just want to get the prize, even if it wasn't that great. So how much does the Hospital Research Foundation stand to make with this gambling promotion? Okay, so 227,000 tickets. Assuming you sell them singularly at the single rate, which is $100. How many O's is that? $22,700,000. 22 million. Of course, that's taking it at the base rate of $100 for one single ticket. If you buy 3, you get a discount, $250. If you get up to 5, it's $375. Like, there's discounts, but they stand to make about that much. Minus some advertising costs, because they're over every single radio station. They're on billboards, they're on buses, they're on everything. I don't know how much they're chucking at advertising, but it's got to be a fair chunk. And I wonder if they get a discount as well on top of that, considering they're a charity. Take away some admin costs as well for the website, people behind the back end, making sure this stuff goes. They still stand to make quite a fair chunk of cash. And where's all this money going? It's going to the Hospital Research Foundation. That is, life-saving advances in medical research, equipment and patient care initiatives in every public hospital and community in South Australia. I bring that up because I reckon it'd be interesting to know how many people from Victoria or New South Wales or anywhere within Australia or maybe even overseas come to this hospital home lottery, get in an entry, and their money isn't even going back to them, it's going to South Australia. I mean, that's fine for me as a South Australian, but for you, you're thinking this through. Not mentioning on top of this, they have the cash calendar, they got the holiday for life, they got all these other initiatives that are making their money through basically you giving them something, which is technically a donation, but is also your entry into a gambling scenario where you are throwing down $100 and saying, fingers crossed I'll win a house, fingers crossed I'll win something. And look, if you've got the money, if you've got the disposable cash to do that, that's fine. Like my parents, absolutely, they can throw down that kind of money. Whereas me, I could potentially throw down $100, but I could do a lot more with that $100. I could be putting it towards my own house deposit. I could be putting it into my own health and well-being. And this is what I worry about, those people that have sold the dream. $100. 1 in 15 chance of winning a $3.2 million house, $500,000 in the bank. And they sold that dream and they think, yes, I have to get rid of this $100. When really they should probably be keeping that and investing it in themselves. Investing it in something safer. The proceeds of this will be going back to you if you're a South Australian using a public hospital in the future. But have a think about it. Would that money be better invested in some health insurance? Well, that's up to you to figure out. I just really don't like the idea of gambling as charity. And it even goes down to the small scale. Like we used to go to these fundraisers where they'd put a box of chocolates at the end of a hallway sort of thing. You'd slide money down and whoever had the closest coin at the end of 10 minutes took home the box of favourites. And everyone who missed, well, that was a gold coin donation. And you imagine how much money they make. You know, kids are going out, oh, come on, I want mum or dad, I want to play. They're making a fair chunk of cash. And you got to wonder, would they make as much if they weren't using the gambling tactic? Probably not. Would you put $100 into a slot machine if you had a 1 in 15 chance of winning something? Would you donate $100 to a charity just because, with no prizes on offer? These are the things you got to think about before you enter this competition. And whatever you do, just be wise with your money. Anyway, the whole reason I'm making this video is so that you don't buy a ticket, so my ticket has a better chance. St. Peter's $3.2 million new home, I'm coming for you, baby!